Hello everyone, today we are sharing the redirected phonation approach.
Children and adults, many with functional aphonia or dysphonia, may experience complications finding their voice. Through redirected phonation, the clinician helps the client find any form of vegetative phonation through multiple procedure steps, including coughing, gargling, humming, laughing, playing the comb or kazoo, singing, throat clearing, trilling, and phonating
The redirected phonation approach considers that if a client is able to voice one or more of the previously listed non-communicative sounds, they more than likely would be able to redirect the phonation to produce a speaking voice. The clinician records the non-communicative sounds on a dictaphone, which then serves as the client's voice model for therapy. Some clients may never reach a functional speaking voice, in which the redirected phonation approach can then be individualized to fit their unique needs.
The first step in the redirected phonation approach is coughing. This step has been used greatly over time to uncover a client's lost voice. During this step, the clinician requests the client to cough and then prolong the cough, attaching a vowel at the end. The clinician is responsible for recording this on a dictaphone.
Okay, Erica, today we will start with the first step of the redirected phonation approach. This step involves coughing. This allows myself to determine treatment techniques that will help us discover your voice once again, okay? So I'm just going to have you cough into my dictaphone here, and then we'll play it back and listen to the voice in it, okay? All right. Good. Did you hear that within those coughs, you kind of had a little voicing come through? Okay, good. Great job. Now we're going to try a little bit different of a technique involving that cough. We're going to attach a vowel to the end of our cough. I will model it first and I'll have you do it after me, okay? All right. Ahi, ahi. Great job. Let's listen to it now. Okay, ready? This is me. Awesome. The second step is gargling, in which the voice produced in gargling can be prolonged after the gargling ends. To complete this step, the patient gargles while tilting their head back, which produces phonation from the solution pushing to the back of the throat. The clinician then requests the client to hold this phonation for 5 seconds. Meanwhile, the clinician introduces the K and the G to be produced on top during gargling. Finally, while still keeping the head tilted back, the clinician directs the patient to produce a dry gargle, incorporating these phonemes. This strategy is then used as a model for communication phonation treatment. Okay, Erica, the second step of the redirected phonation approach is gargling. I'm going to ask you to gargle water for 5 seconds. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. You're good. Okay, Erica, the second step of the gargling approach involves you gargling once again and then producing the K sound on top of your gargle. Can you give that a try for me? Good job. Okay, Erica, and then for the last part of the gargling approach, I'm going to have you gargle, but it will be a dry gargle without any water and still trying to produce that K sound in your throat, okay? Give it a whirl. Good try.
The third step is humming, in which the clinician instructs the client to hum along to a song they know. This may help a client with dysphonia develop a voice with less disturbance. During this step, the clinician records the patient humming, which is then used as a target in voice therapy. Experts claim a patient's humming voice is the most effective way to find their best voice.
Okay, Erica, the third step in the redirected phonation approach is humming. I'm going to ask you to hum a familiar tune, and I'll record it on my dictaphone here, okay? How about you hum to the tune Sweet Caroline? Ready? Mm-hmm. The fourth procedure step is humor and laughing for a patient who displays excessive muscle tension while voicing. Many patients do not realize that their laughter is a form of voicing. The patient's laugh is first recorded, then played back to discuss the pitch, loudness, and quality. Spontaneous laughter is typically relaxed and can provide a contrast to a hyperfunctional voice in both sound and overall body tension. Okay, Erica, the fourth step of the redirected phonation approach is laughter. I'm going to ask you to laugh. I'll record it here, and then we'll talk about the pitch, loudness, and vocal quality of your laugh, okay? Ready? All right, let's hear how that sounded. Overall, that was very good. I noticed the pitch was a little bit quieter, so maybe that's something we could work on during all of our vocalizations where we kind of project our pitch and project our voices a little bit louder, okay? All right, overall, good job though.
The fifth procedure step in the redirected phonation approach is playing the comb or kazoo. This is when a patient with functional aphonia tries to produce voice while playing the comb or blowing through a kazoo. The patient's musical attempts while playing the comb or kazoo allow for vocal fold vibration or voicing. The patient is instructed by the SLP to articulate a word using nasal single words on top of the tune being played. If the patient is able to do this, attempts are made to produce the same sounds without the tune of the kazoo or the comb.
Okay, Erica, the fifth step of this approach is playing the comb. I'm going to ask you to play the comb and make nasal word sounds, such as nine, name, Nancy. So we're going to have you try that first. Can you do nine?
Nine.
Good. Let's record it now.
Nine.
Try name.
Name.
Now Nancy.
Nancy.
Now do nine, name, Nancy.
Nine, name, Nancy.
Good job. The sixth procedure step is singing. Singing can be redirected as speaking voice phonation. A patient with functional dysphonia may be able to produce a clear voice with less perturbation while singing. If the patient is able to do this, early therapy is focused on singing practices like combining sentences and speaking. The goal is to phase out of the singing as a prelude to using the speaking voice. The client is encouraged to continue using the improved breath control, ease of production, and better vocal quality that was used while singing. Okay, Erica, the sixth step of the redirected phonation approach is singing. Today, I'm going to have you try to convey a message while singing, and eventually we'll try to take away the singing voice and focus on your speaking voice, okay? Repeat after me. My name is Erica.
My name is Erica.
Good job. That was a really good singing voice. As we progress in our therapy, we'll move to our speaking voice.
The seventh procedure step in the redirected phonation approach is throat clearing. Clients who constantly clear their throats are searching for clearer phonation, for example, a speaking voice. If the patient with functional dysphonia can clear their throat, the SLP will ask them to do it with intonation. After the throat clearing, the patient will be asked to prolong a low back vowel. The vocalization is then used as a starter sound for producing monosyllabic words beginning with low back vowels.
The seventh step of the redirected phonation approach is throat clearing. For this activity, I'm going to have you try to use different intonation patterns, meaning fluctuating the tone of your voice as you clear your throat. I'll first model for you, and then I'd like you to try, okay? Good job. The eighth procedural step is trilling. If the patient can produce a trill, it is beneficial for helping them develop a better voice. The trill jumpstarts the vibration of the vocal folds. The trill allows the patient to produce their best sounding voice. Okay, Erica, the eighth procedural step is known as trilling. For this exercise, I will have you try to trill an R. This helps us develop your voice a little bit more. It's okay if you are unable to do this exercise. Not everybody can trill an R. I will provide an example and I'll have you try. Ready? Okay, good. Now, when you do this, your tongue tip vibrates above on the top of your mouth. Look one more time at mine and try again. Okay, good try.
The ninth procedure step is the production that is the voice of agreement. This focuses on redirecting the patient's utterance of into an easy and improved speaking voice. The is used as a starter approach followed by other nasalized words. For example, man, many, on the same breath. A playback system allows the patient to have immediate auditory feedback. The SLP monitors the patient's productions, making sure the single words have the same pitch and quality.
Okay, Erica, the ninth step is the stage. We're going to practice our like this. Good. Now we're going to add words to the end of our like this. Many, Nancy.
Many, Nancy.
Perfect. Finally, we're going to try to do it in one breath. So we need proper support here. Breathing in a deep breath like this. Many, Nancy.
Many, Nancy.
Wonderful job. Let's listen to our vocal quality, our tone, our pitch, our loudness. We're going to practice our like this. Good. Now we're going to add words to the end of our like this. Many, Nancy. Many, Nancy. Perfect. Finally, we're going to try to do it in one breath. So we need proper support here. Breathing in a deep breath like this. Many, Nancy. Many, Nancy. Wonderful. Perfect. I think you did a great job there. Your vocal quality was right on for that. The only thing I'd suggest is maybe projecting your voice a little louder, which we had talked about previously in the other steps. Well, thanks for watching.
Thank you.